Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the best day in movie related show here on the internet, coming at you live. Now, the first thing I want to go on ahead and talk about is this. Michael K. Williams is being in Ghostbusters. For me, I liked him as in Boardwalk Empire, but as far as things go, I'm really not interested in the Ghostbusters movie remake at all, especially whenever you have Melissa McCarthy and all those other actresses and everything else. It's nothing against the whole fact that, you know, I really love the original Ghostbusters movies. And I was excited about actually letting them actually have a remake. And I don't mind the fact that this is a female lead cast. The problem is, I have a problem with who they chose for those parts. But other than that, I mean, I'm not excited for this movie at all. It doesn't matter if Michael K. Williams is going to be in this movie at all. As a matter of fact, I sell this whole entire thing. And the whole entire, and the reason why I even put this up here too was because I found it interesting because I really liked him in Boardwalk Empire. I think he's a great actor. He's even, what his role is going to be is he's going to be doing like a little bit of a cameo role where he's going to be side by side with Slimer. And to me, that does not add any excitement for me for this movie at all. I just feel like I'm being let down with this movie all the way through everything. Even the costumes itself looks like a McDonald's outfit rather than a Ghostbusters outfit. I get the fact that it's new, it's fresh, and they're trying to do something new with it. But really, did you really have to go ahead and give us this movie without actually putting in the original Ghostbusters? I would have been okay if they went on ahead and did this. You have the original Ghostbusters, but you also have their granddaughters. Their granddaughters goes in and takes over the business and everything because, let's face it, the original Ghostbusters are getting up in age. So therefore, they need some new fresh and young blood to actually take over um, their business. So I would have actually liked that a lot more, but that's just my honest opinion about that. But but I'm not excited about this movie at all. Second on the list is the fact that George Miller is actually considering maybe producing a Justice League movie. Now, keep in mind, George Miller was also going to do a Justice League movie a couple of years back, and something happened. I don't know what it is. Maybe John Schnepp should go on ahead and actually put out what actually happened to that movie. If you haven't seen The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, I recommend you check out that documentary. It's very nice, the way he had everything laid out. But for me personally, I think this would be a great idea for him to do a Justice League movie. I like George Miller, especially the Mad Max Fury Road movie, and also the his other work that he's done. So I think having George Miller to produce this movie would be excellent. It'll be new and fresh for everybody else to actually have some good fresh blood on there, and it might even make Ben Affleck to me, it might make Ben Affleck a little bit better as a writer or whatever else that Ben is wanting to do with the Batman franchise. And matter of fact, you can learn a lot from someone that's been under the camera for a long time, and hopefully, this is actually true because I'm excited. Whenever I found out that he wasn't going to do a Justice League movie or anything like that, because he was rumored to actually do another Justice League movie or some type of DC movie and I was like, yes, finally, we actually have George Miller's actually going to join up with DC. But womp, things happen. That's the way it goes in Hollywood. So therefore, that idea got canned because he declined it. But hopefully he's going to do some type of producing. So that's a plus side for me. The next up is the Transformer 5 being filmed in Detroit. Really, Michael Bay? I'm not excited for this movie at all. As a matter of fact, I know why I even put this on here. Is to keep everyone updated with the fact that, yes, there's another Transformers movie. Yes, it's going to be directed by Michael Bay. And yes, it's going to be filmed in Detroit. But please, I don't want to see another rehash of the same old original 4 movies at all. And as a matter of fact, the 4th movie felt like a giant Super Bowl commercial, and I was stuck in there for 2.5 hours of everything turning into a Transformer. I do not even need to get into detail again about that because I already have a video already talking about how much I dislike the Transformers movie. If you want to take a look at that, check it out on the channel. But other than that, I'm not excited for the Transformers I know that I seem like I'm being negative with the last couple of things, but really, I'm not excited about it. And I have to, I'm not gonna beat around the bush about it. I I like Michael Bay as a director. Don't get me wrong. What he did with Bad Boys 1 and 2. Then you also have The Rock and Pain and Gain. Those were good movies. He's good at those. He's good at that. I haven't seen 13 Hours yet, but I'm planning on it, and I heard that was really good. But because that's his actually kind of style. But really, I don't want to see him direct another Transformers movie after this one. Even the spin-off movies are not even getting me excited either because I'm kind of Transformer fatigued because of Michael Bay. So I'm hoping that maybe someone actually has some brains and actually knows what they're doing instead of having twisting camera angles, explosions everywhere, and stuff like that. So that's a no-go for me as far as Michael Bay directing Transformers. Then another piece of movie news drop was The Departed actually gets a TV series. Now, I don't understand this. I don't believe that a movie, especially a movie that's actually has nowhere else to go because they already told the story in its entirety on what they want to tell. But the whole notion of the fact that everything does not need to be a TV show based off of a movie, just like how a TV show shouldn't be based off of a movie. That's just my honest opinion because name how many movies that got into a TV show actually worked. It's very few, but still, it sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Um, but I don't know where they can go with this. Even if they do like a spin-off for The Departed, you know, I don't see it working. I really don't. Because everybody died in the first Departed movie, and even if they make a detective thing out of it, where are they going to go with the second season if there is a second season to pick it off with? So, you know, I really don't get you, Hollywood. Sometimes I just don't get you. I try to break things out from a fan point of view, but also a business side of view, so that way you can get two different sides. But right now, those sides are right now clashing because I don't understand you right now as far as this goes because no one's demanding it. Then again, we then again, we don't demand of anything anyway. So really, what's the point? So that's my little notion on that factor. Another thing that I'm actually excited about is the fact that Domino is rumored to be in Deadpool 2. Now, this will actually do a lot of great things for the second Deadpool movie. You actually have a female playing alongside with Deadpool, and I would love to see how those two characters interact with each other because we haven't seen that before, and I think it's going to be hilarious. I think it's going to be just as good as the first Deadpool movie. I think that with this type of movie, I think that it's going to break even more box office numbers. Not Star Wars numbers, but just enough to actually say we made our money back from this movie. We put our money into it. We ended up doing our commercials right. We advertised right. We got our stuff together. And that's pretty much all you need from Deadpool is just do a low budget movie again. Don't make it huge. And look what and guess what? You have a giant success of a movie. Especially if the PR department is right behind you like you were before, you know. So hopefully they have their stuff together still. So that's what I have to say about Domino being rumored in Deadpool 2. Now, this is another thing. I love Stephen King. I love his novels. I own a bunch of Stephen King books. But The Mist as a TV show gets picked up by Spike TV. Now that's kind of interesting in a way because I never saw any type of TV shows from Spike TV before. I don't know. I just never really, said, okay, I think I want to go on ahead and watch a show on Spike. But the whole fact is, The Mist, they already told the story in its entirety. I don't see what the point is of having another one. The character development with Thomas Jane and everybody else was actually well done perfectly in the movie. So therefore, there's not even any reason to even have this type of movie made into a TV show. But for those of you who actually are excited about it, I'm happy for you. But for me, it's a sell. And I really enjoyed the movie for what it is. Then you also have Star Wars Rogue One gets a logo, which I'll actually post a link to that logo in the description. But really, it's not really anything really exciting, in my opinion, and I'm a Star Wars fan. But it's just good to see the logo there to actually show its presence to us, saying, "Hey, we're coming out in December. You better watch out because we're coming in." This is going to be the spinoff movie. This has nothing to do with Episode 7. This is them trying to steal the blueprints for the Death Star. We are even going to see Darth Vader back in there again, and that's even more exciting because we might actually get to see him on the battlefield, something that we haven't seen before. So that's going to be pretty cool. But the logo itself, it's actually pretty neat in a way because it pays homage to the other Star Wars movies. You still have that original logo, and the only thing that it says is Star Wars Rogue One, and that's it. There's nothing really to the design, but it shows that, hey, we're here, we're ready, let's rock out for December. So, and now I'm going to start wrapping this thing up with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It gets the Wolverine director for this movie. Now, not to get this mixed up with the Bryan Singer one, because he's coming out with one too, and I got mixed up with it until I read the report. But this is going to be one that's going to be done by Disney, I believe. And really, I mean, we already saw the giant mess that Wolverine Origins was, and I don't know how they're going to do 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. With the way that he directs. I don't know if he's going to be a good fit or not. I don't know what he's offering to this movie, if he's going to add anything to this thing or whatever. But I'm more excited about the Bryan Singer one because of the fact of what he did with X-Men Days of Future Past and the way he's been doing this X-Men franchise. And now I'm even more excited for X-Men Apocalypse. So he's hit a couple of home runs, in my opinion, on how he's been able to direct everything again. So anyways, this is what I want you to do. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the subscribe button, and I want you to tell me what you guys think. It doesn't matter what I think or whatever, because just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it's going to take away from what you guys like and stuff like that. Because we all have our own opinions. We all like our different things. So, anyways, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to comment. And until next time, bye-bye.